Hey everybody, this is EJD Feed, and I'm back again with my third video log. And we're going to be discussing the new character, Vi, or V. I don't know how I want to say it. That just came out today. So first we're going to go over her basic abilities. Her passive being Blast Shield. Shield charges up over time, and after she uses an ability, it just comes and activates passively. Second ability, Bolting Breaker. As you can see, it has a cone, not a cone, a area of range, and it actually expands, which is really good. And then the punch just goes straight towards the target. Boop, just like that. And her passive, Denting Blows, I think is probably one of the best abilities she could possibly have for being in-your-face melee character. She destroys all kinds of tanks, and if she ever gets on an AD, well, mercy on their soul. As you can see, it's applying the stacks. It's 3 hits, and then you break their armor. Then her E, being Excessive Force, which after being activated gives her, for a short period of time, an AoE cone behind the target. Then we go to the ulti, which I think is sick. She ends up charging through targets, pushing them aside, focusing them, and knocking them up. And now we're going to go into the Masteries and Rune pages. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we have flat damage, marks, 8.5 damage, pretty standard. Then we have seals being flat armor. Then we have the scaling magic per level glyphs to end up having 24 extra MR at level 18. And then we have something I wanted to test, and I think would work pretty well, is that the attack speed quints. Being that they gave everybody extra movement speed in the patch for Season 3, like, going movement speed quints would be kind of useless. And the 10% attack speed makes a big difference with her passive as well. You'll be able to shatter their armor quicker, you'll be able to deal as much damage as possible, and put out even more damage when you finally get that third stack with the armor break. And I think it's just a good theory, for me at least, to put the attack speed on her. And then we go into Masteries. Yeah. This is a little page that I think would personally work really well. You're going to be running Flash Ignite, so take the Summoner's Wrath, gives you extra ability power and attack damage for by 5, while it's on cooldown, of course. Then we have the attack speed to scale even better with the 10% we put in the page. Then we have attack damage per level, obviously, it's good. Armor Pen to go with her passive and to just increase her damage overall. Flat damage, increased by 2%, just another standard thing. 3 attack damage, and that's it. We don't need to go into Sunder because we already have the passive, so there's no reason for that. As good as Executioner would be, it doesn't feel too good. Like, going further into the tank page, the defensive page for Masteries, I feel is a little bit better. There's no need for crit. I don't see Trinity Force or any kind of crit item being really that good on her, considering it'd be a pretty trolly build if you could get crit on her. And yeah, that's it for that page. And then we have the tank page. We have durability for the extra health per level, armor, preferably hardiness over resistance, because you're usually going to go over in the top lane against AD bruisers, and I don't see Vi being good in mid unless she's going against another AD caster, maybe. And then resistance, if you do end up going in the mid, you can switch out the points, put 3 in the bag ghost. Now Relentless, I think it's going to be sick on her, because 50% effectiveness of slow is being taken away, just make her mobility godly. Especially since she can charge in on a target as well, and that radius increases. And then her ultimate also is a great glide closer. So any kind of slow, stop it. That's all you need. We're going to take the Unyielding and block, giving a favorable trade. And I was thinking about putting Tenacious in there, but you can always build Merc Treads, and you don't need extra tenacity. The reduce of slow is fine, and then you build Merc Treads, and it's not going to make any difference, even with that. And then the last point, Summoner's Insight for the reduced cooldown on Flash. If you really want to, you could just take this out of there, throw that maybe in resistance, or I don't know. If you want to switch up things, you put in Butcher and Destruction if you want to push faster. But yeah, that's my buy test page. I'm EG to your feed.